Not exactly what you want to see on race day morning, but we'll get everything ready to go. If it's in a little while, if it's tomorrow, we're going to stomp on that loud pedal and do our dangest to turn on 4 win lights today. We race Buddy Hull first round. We'll see what happens. The weather is always one of those things you can't do nothing about. Just enjoy it. Take it, do the best you can with it. Let's go out here and have a great day, everybody. All right, about, 5 or 6 hours ago, I videoed the hood of the tow vehicle wet. Got my fire suit on, sun's coming out, it's starting to get really muggy, but we've been good on a hot racetrack. Going out here, Buddy Hull, coming up, round 1 very soon. Let's go.
Feet or so. That's Clay Milliken, and that's Buddy Hull. Clay Milliken. For Parts Plus, Biohaven, Summit Racing Equipment, Rick Ware Racing. The team owner over there, Jim Oberhofer, the crew chief. The key to success for them has been round number 1. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, duh, how do you have success without round number 1? When they get out of round number 1, they tend to go to the final. That's what I'm talking about. But round number 1 has also been their Achilles heel. Chief of record on that car is a guy by the name of Mike Guger, who has been around this sport for a long, long time. Buddy may not be one of the regulars out here on tour, but he's got a car that can run with anyone. It looks like they may be having a little extracurricular activity over there, taking a little extra time getting the Renegade Race Fuels car rolling forward, and just went and got a little encouragement from the starter. And now the final adjustment's going to be made on both sides. We'll stage them up and we'll go. Third pair, first round. It still looks like there may be something on that Renegade car that the crew's not happy with. Let's find out what happens when he hits the gas. Well, Buddy's car ran okay. Clay Milliken's ran better. 3.762, 320 miles an hour, quicker than he qualified. We're going to send Clay Milliken to round number 2. Buddy Hull goes 394 at 288
Clay
miles
Milliken
an hour.
down here in the first round win, and this is kind of like deja vu conditions to 2 races that have been very good for you. We talked a little bit about that Friday. You got your wish with kind of the humidity and heat out here, and you make your best run of the weekend.
Well, I tell you what, it's not the most comfortable thing sitting in this fire suit, I promise you. I'm sweating, I'm hot, and I love this Parts Plus team, and everybody on this whole Rick Ware operation is just giving me a great race car. They keep putting up with me when I make mistakes and hug my neck when I do, and I hug their neck all the time because I think they're awesome, and I cannot thank the fans that have been here through all of this long day of rain. But we're fixing to have a heck of a drag race, and it's already underway. Stomp on that loud pedal, baby. All right, guys, nothing in the lounge simply because they're rushing us a lot, and they kept me down there for TV, which is good. The kids are getting this thing ready. I got to mix fuel. Let's go to work. Round 2 coming up. Warmed up, ready to go for round number 2. Got about 30 minutes to be in the station lane. Racing Scott Palmer. I love old Scott Palmer. But I got to try to turn that wet light on, Scott. Let's go.
Biohaven, Summit Racing Equipment, the Rick Ware car. As said earlier, he gets by the first round, and as a general rule, he don't stop in the second or semis. And Scott. Scott, who came out of the number 13 spot and got around the first round. He's got the PBR logos on the side. And, well, about anybody out there in the field, and he knows he's capable of running with anybody in the field. Milliken, left. Palmer, right. Winner. Races Brittany, 3.810, 321, Clay Milliken. And he will make his way into the semifinal. Scott Palmer goes 394 at 288 miles an hour, and that will end his day in round number 2. Milliken in the semis, Joe on the starting line.
Jim Oberhofer, you're going to yet another semifinal round. You guys have excelled on these hot tracks, but not that hot anymore.
Well, I know we haven't done very good on the cold tracks, but, hey, we had to run Scott Palmer, and that's a great group, and it was cool looking over there at my buddy Stu. You've known him forever, and he still looks like he did like 35, 40 years ago. But, man, I can't say enough about this Parts Plus team. Clay Milliken, what an awesome guy, and Rick Ware, Robbie Benton, they're back there in Indy, and hopefully they're cheering us on back from there, and, man, what a day.
Speaking of Indy, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I think you're going to be surprised when you see who won that race. I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll go back and take another look at that last pair. Neither one of the drivers is going to be bragging about their reaction time, but it ended up being basically a coin flip. And the Parts Plus machine better down the racetrack. You saw a cylinder out there for Scott Palmer, and it shut her down a little early. Palmer goes home after round 2. Milliken moves on to race Brittany.
It is. I mean, you're just spoiling everyone. It's a spoiler alert that you're going rounds today.
Well, I can't help myself.
Well, you can see Justin Ashley behind us, and in hearing his reaction time, Clay Milliken said that is a bad dude. But Clay, when you start going rounds on race day, there's normally a result this season.
Well, I tell you what, when we get by first round, for a little while, it was 2 wins. Now, at the very minimum, it's 2 wins and 2 semis, but we're not done yet here in Topeka. We see the clouds are coming back in. I'm just not going to say it, but I'll tell you what, could there have been a bigger redneck roundup than us and Scott Palmer racing? I guess I should say me. 2 old country boys, southern boys, but man, what a deal for Parts Plus Rick Ware Summit. Stomping on that loud pedal, going to do it at least 3 times.
Thank you, Clay.
Thank you.
Always.
So, let's go, let's put 90 on the primary, and then let's go 120, and then handle that, Caitlin.
All right, folks, getting ready for semifinal round, racing Brittany. Superchargers going on. Won't be long, we'll warm this thing up, but we have a little bit of blue sky, dark sky. It did sprinkle a little bit. Who knows? The weather has been wild. It's making me sweat. Everybody's sweating now.
Plenty of bite for these machines. I don't know that we've seen low ET in the event yet. Cooling down out there, 73 degrees.
Brittany Force qualified in the number 8 spot. They really never quite got a handle on the hot racetrack, but if you know David Grubnick, crew chief, and you've been following that flame. Crew chiefs will look back and forth, twist a screw on the barrel valve, and tell their drivers one more round, and we get to race for the trophy. They're ready. Another great race. 371, 329 miles an hour. Brittany Force runs low ET the event. 376 for Clay Milliken. At 326 miles an hour wasn't enough. 050 to 62 on the tree, but Brittany Force 3.717, 329.91. I'm impressed.
Well, doggone it. What you say, Blaine? You just ride her till she bucks you, right?
That's right. That's all you can do.
Hey, we had a good day. Come here and give me a hug. I love these guys. Hey, you showed out. Good run. All right, so I completely failed as a YouTube creator today because of the weather. I didn't really film nothing in the lounge, and I know y'all love that. And we did not have a whole lot of time between rounds, and I actually worked on this thing some, pack shoots, fix fuel, that sort of thing. But Jimmo is actually inputting final numbers into the computer. He's up there busy. So I grabbed Bruce. Tell us about our day. Tell us what happened in the lounge. How did we make so many good runs again? Give us your rundown.
We've got a good level of power now. And we were probably a little gun shy after our Phoenix, Pomona, Vegas. Vegas we started to get it right, and then we kind of recoiled into ourselves. So we got great power. The car's got great power. It's just now applying the clutch. Unfortunately, we didn't have quite enough again today, but the data tells us where we can improve, and we'll keep improving. We've been improving since, well, hell, Chicago.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a matter of applying it. Unfortunately, we ran out of runs to apply it really well.
Yep.
And because I kind of think that what we learned on that run, we could have applied what we learned to if we had made it to the final, and
yep,
we could have given them a pretty good shape. So.
But y'all had hugely changing conditions. It was extremely hot today, and then semifinals not so hot.
Yeah, well, and the track here, the track prep's beyond good.
Yeah.
And, you know, a 130-degree racetrack is acting like a 120-degree or 115-degree track. And I would say that, not that we underestimated it, but we probably underestimated it a little bit. I mean, a 376, you know, apart from our little sneeze in Q2, we've done something like 24 or 25 runs better than 381.
Yeah.
So the consistency's there. We just need to up our level of consistency a little bit.
On cooler tracks.
Yes.
Hot tracks were right at the top of the page.
Yes, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, we just we call it putting our big boy pants on. We need to, you know, the worst thing we did was test well in Phoenix, in Gainesville, and we thought, oh well, this is easy. And then we went to Phoenix and Pomona on average tracks, let's be honest.
Yeah.
They were average tracks, despite the best efforts of the safety safari. They were average tracks. We couldn't run our Gainesville car on those tracks, and it took us a little while to learn everything. And Jimmo did a great job, you know, dialing in and looking and learning and stuff. And you know, we've been doing this for over 20 years, and we're still learning.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It never stops. These things continually throw curveballs and change. And,
Plus, you know, it's every crew chief or assistant crew chief says this, but without peer, we've got a great set of kids, and they are kids.
They are. To me and you, Jimmo, they're kids.
And the turnarounds are awesome. There's laughter, there's humour. They're all still smiling. Hey, we got beat, but we know that the car's on a mission. We made up some really good points today. Unfortunately, a lot of our competitors didn't have a good day. Yay us. And that moves us up. We go to Brainerd now, and it sets us on a really good roll for Indy.
And you know, it's funny, and they keep bringing this up on TV, but it's true. So when we go by first round, we've won twice and now been to the semis twice. So
Yes.
it's like if we get by first round, we're in pretty good shape.
Well, the way I look at it is they had to run low ET at the meeting to beat us. So, and you were out in front early, so you know So we'll get this. It's a cliche, but we'll get this hot rod tuned up. It's only.
Oh yeah.
It's only a hair, and it will be good. Jimmo's up there now. You know, look at him. He never leaves that computer. I'm sure his butt's welded to that chair. So, but no, it'll be good.
It is. So we really had a great weekend. I mean, semifinals, Brittany just pure OD outran us. That's all there is to it. But I'm going to ask Bruce, but I think we really kind of ran what we were looking to run, didn't we? More or less?
Yeah, E2, the car was a little bit slower than we would have liked, but we got there, we won. And it was funny, we were coming down the return road on the golf cart, and Jimmo and I were critiquing the run, and I started laughing. He said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "We won and we're not happy."
Yeah.
So,
That's a good sign, though.
yeah,
I
it
think,
is a good sign. Yeah,
because we know the car is better than what it ran in E2.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's a joyous atmosphere here. You know, we're probably the happiest semi-final losers in the pits. We get to race for the too tasty.
Too fast, too tasty. Too fast, too tasty.
Yep. So we get some burritos next week. So that'll be good, and we'll try and go and make amends for Seattle, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're sneaking. We're sneaking.
Yep.
And anyone out there who doesn't know that we're here, better watch out for this white car.
Yeah. And I do gotta say, Bruce and I both, we've done this. This is 25 years for me.
Oh gosh.
Basically your whole life, basically.
Yeah. Since long time. 45 years.
Wow.
45 years. Yeah.
With nitro, most all of it.
Yeah,
most of it.
Dad started racing nitro in '71, and while I was probably a little young, but from about 1979 onwards, I was there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I've been crew chief on and off since 1984.
Wow. So where I was headed with that, he tells me all the time, and I got to make my way over there to meet his team, and he talks about how fun they are, and I feel like I know most of them because he talks about them all the time. But the group out here, and I'm gonna point at them right quick.
Yeah.
They're out there having fun. Look at them. This is a group that truly enjoys each other. They're a great group of people, and I can't say that I've ever been with a finer group than that right out there, because usually you always have one that, you know, he's not happy with his rooming, or he's not happy with whatever, you know, and we don't have that. Not one single person gripes, and it's amazing to me, like when we were getting ready for the final at Denver, they got the music blaring and they're singing, every one of them.
Yep.
It's the coolest thing ever.
High-fiving each other when the car was on the ground after the rebuild. I mean, last week, I think by the time we got back, got the car up, got the car out, the pistons out, the new rack in and torqued was 14 minutes.
Wow.
And that was great for a first-year kid on the bottom end, young Austin.
Yep.
Awesome job.
Yep.
His dad was Todd. His dad was here all weekend. He must be so proud.
Yeah. I probably have told this story, but I'm going to tell it again because he brings up Austin. And y'all know him as Double Duty Austin because he handles the GoPro for us. When Austin showed up at the shop, this is no joke. He did not know what a 9/16 wrench was. That's the truth. I never thought he would make it, but he's turned into a heck of a crew guy. Every single one of them, I can tell you stories about it, and we'll do that at some point. But Bruce and I have rambled long enough. I feel bad I didn't get y'all a whole lot in the lounge today, but with all the rain and all the delays, it was crazy freaking busy for me. Just in the fact that they rushed us, like it was like semi-final to final every run. It really was. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing.
He's the best driver.
Except for Phil. You will get in trouble for saying that. His brother drives.
No, he's the best driver in America.
There we go.
And back home, it's my brother.
There we go. There we go. I'm trying to keep you from getting in trouble.
Thank you.
See you guys in the next one.